Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on Travels by Metheny. This is part 2 of a two-part series. In part 1 I play the arrangement which is based on the recording from the album 99 to 2000, which was released in the year 2000 as a trio album, which is a really great album. The transcription is pretty much note for note except for the solo in the middle. And in today's lesson we're going to be taking a look at the chords and an overview of the arrangement, and hopefully it will give you some ideas of how you can come up with your own version, your own arrangement of this piece. If this is your first time here, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. You can leave us a comment, drop us a like, hit that notifications bell. And if you're interested in getting the tabs or backing tracks, head over to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/altguitar. I will also be posting a longer lesson going in detail, in depth on the arrangement. So if you're interested in playing note for note, it will be posted on our Patreon page. So before we jump right in, let's just get an overview of the piece. This piece uses an AABA form. In the recording, the first time that the A is played is just solo guitar. Then the A is played again with double bass and drum using brushes. Then there's a B section, and then there's another A section. And after that, there's a solo which goes over A, and B. And then to end, there's another A section as the melody and a coda to finish. The drums progress right through the end of the piece. It starts with just light brushes, and at the end they're really kind of playing it out and really smashing some crashes and everything. So it's really great. The piece kind of grows. So we're in a key of G major, and a lot of it is centered around this kind of a G shape. It's kind of, like it's your regular G coming out of a bar G like this, but he's fingering like this because a lot of times we're using that hammer-on, which is one of the features of this piece. So let's get ourselves with this shape. So finger 2 on the 6th string, finger 3 on the 2nd string, and finger 4 on the 3rd string. That's the first chord. And then we go to a B minor 7th with a G. So it's like a B minor 7, flat 13. That opening phrase. So it goes between G and B minor 7 with the open G. And then we have a C. And a D sus. So this is kind of half of the A section, which we had G and B minor 7 flat 13, going to C, into D sus, back to G. And another feature of this piece is this play between a G, with C over G, going back to G. It's kind of like going like this. Except that here, I'm fingering it slightly differently just because of the rest. Cool, and then in the middle of the A section, we have a B7, and it kind of modulates in the key of E minor. We started in G major, and here we modulate into E minor. So, with that cool hammer-on, 3rd string, 2nd fret to 4th fret. And then when we're in the key of E minor, we have a little Dorian play. A major over C sharp, back to E. Then we go to C6, back to E minor, and then we arrive back in the key in the chord of G. So that second part of the A section, we kind of arrive in the key of E minor. Then we go to C6, back to E minor, to D sus9, and you can finger it like this, quite cool. And then we're back in G. And then we do the D9, the D sus9 one more time, and then it takes us back to the A section. So we're going to do the repeat again. The features that you had in that A section were in the key of G major. We have a lot of hammer-ons. He does a lot of this kind of... He plays a lot with this fingering in the G. This kind of figuration of the G, this voicing of the G, rather. Another feature is the minor pentatonic that appears. And so he's using the minor pentatonic, the minor E minor pentatonic, which is in the open position. And then we're back to the G. Another feature of this song is the D sus. He kind of puts this staccato note, which is a short note, and playing just before playing the D sus, which is, it creates a nice effect. If you listen in the recording, the drums and the bass follow that push, if you like. It's like a push into the slight syncopation into the D sus. It's a really nice effect. The next time he plays the A section is very much similar, except for the fact that some of the chords are just slightly different. So he'll start with the G the same way. He does the hammer-on twice. Same thing here. For the B minor 7 flat 13, instead of playing there, he'll play like here. And this is more like a G over B. And then he'll play the harmonic, which is quite nice. This is really cool. The C, we're going to play in this kind of a shape. Like an A shape, but with the open string. It's like a C major 7, really. This sus9, same thing here. Same here. So up to there is the same. And then at the end of the second time we play the A section, we're going to play a G sus9, which will take us to the B section with a C, D, B flat, C, B flat, and then F. That's the first little section, okay? And then we have a selection of kind of sus chords. So we go into G sus, C over F, and C over E. And then we go all the way up to the 8th fret, F sus2, G7 sus4, into E flat sus2. And then the last section here, F over A, B flat, using this like D shape, C, and then to end we have a D sus2. So let's take a look at that with the melody, just playing the chords over. So C, D, then we go into B flat. Nice little change of chords. B flat to F, and then we have this G sus chord, C over F, and then we're gonna climb to the F sus, G7 sus4, and that's a nice triplet, into E flat sus2, F over A, B flat, C, and then D sus2, and then we have the harmonic. at this point, we go back to the A section. But the third time we play the A section, half of it's going to be up the octave. And we're going to be using here less chord shapes and more like pentatonic. Kind of double stop. One of them is a bar on the 10th fret. And you play it and then you hammer on the 2nd string to the 12th fret. So a lot of it happens around that shape, and then half of it will be back to when we get to the B7, we're back to the E minor. So it starts like this. Instead of starting here, we're going to do it up the octave with the double stops. That harmonic a few times. Now this C here, we had seen it in the second time we played the A section, we played it in that location. So up to this point, we're going to be playing up the octave. The rest is back to the same location as before. This is all the same. And that takes us back to G. That's it for this lesson, guys. I hope that was useful. Hope that helps you create your own arrangement. If you like to play note for note, you can head over to our Patreon page. I have posted there a longer lesson detailing exactly note for note the transcription. You'll also find the tabs and the backing tracks. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next one. Bye bye for now.